Didn't do the music again. You guys come on in if you're going to come in, and let's talk about this energy in the air that I certainly feel. I don't know if you feel it, but I feel this energy in the air. Is it a positive energy or is it a negative energy? Hang on, I need to go open the door because it's too hot in here with my fireplace in my little tiny cabin, and my thermostat is the front door. Hang on a second. Let's see. I don't have Alexa. Let's see what I'm gonna call my AI in here. Ellie Mae, it's hot in here, girl. Temperature down. Okay, boss. Here I go. Ah, that's much better. Put my charger back in. Now I better not do that right now because I'm gonna have to tell Ellie Mae to put it back. Hang on. Is there anyone in here now? Can you hear me? Give me a mic check. Let me know, guys, if you can hear me. It must be slow over here because it shows that I have 6 people in here, but oh, there we go. Hey, Simone, it popped in there you go. So you hear me all right. Awesome. Good. Thank you, Simone. I appreciate that. Have you guys had a chance as you come into the chat room, if you get a chance, please view that video. It's really short. The one is by Mary, the one I call Mary Eagle Eyes. She watches the I think it's called the ISIS camera in space. It shows what's happening in our orbit or whatever. Anyway, you have to ask Mary about that. But anyway, I call her Eagle Eyes Mary. The things that she captures, guys, are simply amazing. And the one that I posted here in the description for you guys to take a look at, you can go ahead, Joe. What do you need, baby? Yeah, another day on the homestead, we broke the the lugs in on the Jeep, so he's having to pry it off. I don't know what he's doing out there in the ice and snow. It is freezing here, like 12 degrees, just ice and snow. But all I can say is, what a man, because I'm in here chilling my toes. um, um, where was I? I forgot what I was saying. Anyway, let me get back up here. Somebody will remind me what I was talking about. Hold on, let me get me something to drink, and then I'll come on in here with you guys. But that's what I was saying. If you get a chance, go and view that video clip very quickly. It's really short. I think maybe like 4 or 5 minutes, something like that. If that just that first one that says something, she captured a UFO. Anyway, that particular one, when I was viewing that, and the music is bomb too, if you like dubstep. But when I saw the object that she captured, guys, something stirred in me, and it was not a scary thought or a scary feeling. It was like, wow, look at that. And not a bit of fear. Like, I mean, I'm almost like anticipation, not waiting for a savior or anything like that, but like something is coming. Something is coming. And the feeling that I got about what I saw there was not, I didn't have a bad feeling about it. But I didn't have a wonderful feeling about it either. Or I didn't have a dread feeling about it. It was something like, it was almost like that vision thing that I had, that I talked to you guys about a lot. Hold on, let me get me something to drink. We're going to talk about this. Remind me what I'm saying, because my memory's been bad. Is that an ascension symptom too, y'all? Okay, here we go. me pop this thing up. Woo, there I am. Hey, y'all. Let me turn this way. There we go. That's good enough, I think. What are you snoring for? That's a little pit bull. He's not a little pit bull anymore. Remember Nino? Nino's a big dino dog. He has gotten so big so fast, and I must say I've grown quite fond of the stinker butt. So we've decided to keep him. Yeah, he's gonna have to get snipped. We can't have that. Yeah, but anyway. All right. But anyway, have you eagle eyes, bird eyes? Yeah. But anyway, that's where I was going with that particular video. The feeling that I got looking at that object, the first thing it kind of reminded me of was kind of like, have you guys heard anything? I know you have, but any about the red kachina and the blue kachina? I saw like a red plume coming off the end. I don't know if that was, a flick of the camera or a reflection of something, but it kind of reminded me of that. And then I remember seeing someone else pointing something else in the sky already previously with the blue kachina. It was like a blue, somehow Jupiter comes to my mind when I think of the blue. Again, there's something to that. But anyway, where I was going with that, when I saw that thing, whatever it was, and whatever you call it, that Mary caught in the sky or in our atmosphere or whatever, the same feeling that came to me was, remember that vision thing I keep telling you guys that it keeps coming to, and actually more frequently, about this big, dark, triangular-ish ship will arrive, and these beautiful black aliens arrive and come out of there, and they perform miracles and all that stuff. And I remember when I'm having this vision, I'm not overly emotional about any of it. Now I see people all around me screaming and crying and some are on their hands and knees worshiping these beings. But me, it's like I'm observing, and I don't have emotion either way of being in admiration for them, other than just looking at their physical beauty, how beautiful and elegant they are. But I'm not, like, oh my God, I have to worship them because they're the most pretty things I've ever seen. It was just, I'm just not even, I can't say awe. I was just looking at how beautiful, and just almost like a curiosity of how beautiful these beings were, and how black their skin was, and how iridescent their skin was. And it was like I was looking into the universe. But even seeing all of that, I had very little emotion about it. And that's kind of how I felt when I saw this. It was like I'm supposed to see that. And I know this sounds crazy. It was like I'm supposed to see this, but I had that same kind of, okay, observing, if that makes sense. And that's the only way that I can explain this. But anyway, I found, when you get a chance, guys, take a look at that short little clip video, and tell me what you think it is, or what do you think it looks like. I wish there was a way that I knew how to do how other YouTubers do. They can show you the video, and I don't know how to do all that stuff, but I wish I did. Maybe I need to, again, I keep saying that, huh? I wish. Keep saying wish and just do it. Yeah. Well, let me pop in here and say hi to you guys real quick. And again, if anybody desires to join in live, that's what I popped that little link in at the top for StreamYard. All you have to do is click on that and it'll pop up on my screen. And then I'll just add you as a guest. You can come on screen in your shower cap. You can gussy up if you want to, or you could just put your avatar and it just could be your voice. But I'd love, 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 love to speak to one of you guys. And actually, while I'm speaking about that, I know I go on tangents, but I was able to reach out to Soul Whisperer. And she has agreed to do something with us here. Hopefully, I'm going to try and get her to do maybe like a live reading. She is amazing. And I love her voice. I love her demeanor. But anyway, that's going to be coming up. We'll have to set that up. So if you happen to pop in, Soul Whisper, let's connect. Okay, darling? Yeah. But if you guys want to pop in, feel free to pop in. Okay. Josie, thank you for that, Josie. EW, awesome. Thank you. I hear you. Thank you. You hear me? Bird Eyes, LB. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah. But anyway, the title of this particular video is again, do you feel the magic in the air? In the last video I did, we talked a lot about magic. And I said the huge possibility last time that magic is being performed, but even more so now with everything that's unfolding. Did you guys actually think they were going to invade Ukraine? Again, what I get in all of this is all staged. This is all a very elaborate plan. And if you think about it, the way things are set, and let me not get on a tangent again, because I'm doing it again, because I have so much to talk about, because so much is happening right now. And I'm trying to touch everything, not everything, but things that pique my interest. I'm looking at everything. This is part of the journey, guys. Just and you guys are probably going through very similar things as I. Trying to, especially if you're still on that path of trying to figure everything out. And see, where I am on my journey is there's a whole bunch of different paths in front of me, of Monica, independent of the fact that we're all source. That's another show again. But right now, in this particular reality that it seems like we're all participating in, because we're all here together. It certainly looks as though they have. To me, it just rings true that all of this has been pre-planned. All of this, from the Cornholio rampage, to what's happening now in the Ukraine, what's brewing in Taiwan, what's happening in Canada. This is all planned because, again, I think this is, how do I put this? The best way to put this is it's spiritual warfare is what's happening now. Spiritual warfare. And things, when you speak frankly about what's going on, your mind, because of how we've been conditioned, our minds are kind of saying that sounds like the ooh magic and the weird do stuff. But that's actually what's happening, is where this spiritual dimension is meshing with there's just something to that, dealing with astrology, dealing with the alignment of the stars, dealing with planets moving and things that are happening dimensionally with us. There's more than one dimension. A lot is going on. And that's where I was going with having all these different paths. Something is going on. Do I know exactly which path is the one that's the, or it could be all, depending on which one you want to take. but something is going on in the air. And that brings me back to this spiritual warfare, that it's something, there's a battle going on and you feel it. You feel it. And I can attest, excuse me. Wait, baby. No, no, I got it. I got it, you know. Okay. I didn't know what that was here. um, but when I say spiritual battle, as well as dealing with the fleshly stuff too, but like the last video I did, I've been bombarded with people in my life that either I invite into my life or they happened upon my life. And some of them have been, we've made fast friends, and not only people that I've met, but also people in my own family. Um, how do I put this? It's almost not like they're nefarious. Is the best way to put it. It's like you suddenly have this feeling or this knowing that they're not genuine, they don't mean you good. And I had to really question myself for a while, because I allowed some people to get close to me that I initially felt very close to, only to be burned. So I questioned, I said, is my people meter broken? What is this? You know? And someone on the last video that I did pointed out that there are this spiritual warfare around us, and there are beings or entities around us that may or may not be who they say they are, or may not be in who they say they are at that particular moment. You know where I'm going with this? That's what I mean, woo-woo stuff that we would normally say, oh, she's talking about ghosts and demons and possession and all that. And actually I am, because there is something to that too, that evil side. And I have to be careful when I say black and white magic. Black and white magic. And that's actually kind of why I wore this today. Because I feel mainly of light, and not to say that black and black is bad, but most of the time, I don't know, I just I don't know, that's how I felt to dress today. So I wore a light color. And I need to answer this video, this message real quick, guys, so pardon me just a moment, because if I don't, they're going to blow me up. So I'm just going to do a thumbs up whatever time they want to do it. Click, and it's done. That's one of the issues that I'm dealing with right now. Hang on, let me get back to, uh-oh. Here's what I do. Did I come back on? Did I? Okay, there it goes. Um, yeah, that's one of the things. And I'm not saying that what I'm having to deal with is black magic, or actually it might possibly be. But anyway, there are entities that are trying to keep, again, us in that lower vibration, to keep putting things in front of us that's going to trip us up into going into that lower vibration, forgetting who and what we are, and forgetting um, forgetting the awakening process so far. And I'm getting our train up. My train of thought is going off, because they're popping messages in here, and I'm seeing them. Anyway, it's imperative that we push it aside. So I'm doing it right now. I'm pushing it aside. I'm taking it out of my focus, out of my focus, out of my focus. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. Um, Black and white magic. Again, I feel more of the light, or when I say light, I mean good. I don't mean harm or evil or bad stuff. And they normally attribute that with black. I know that. Not black. Oh, they normally attribute that to white, and that's the whole racism thing. That's a whole another thing, which actually I think coincides with all of this. There's something about the melanated people. There's something to that. I can't shake it. There's something to that. But anyway, but I don't think all black magic is bad either. It's kind of like, I'm kind, I'm loving, I will help you, I have great empathy and sympathy, I will give you the clothes off of my back. But when I feel threatened, or I feel that you're trying to harm me, I do have another side. Don't make it come out. I don't like to use it, but I am armed. But and that's how we are. We um we all have the power to defend ourselves. Let's put it that way. Do I ever think that we should ever use the powers that I know that we have to inflict harm on anyone, to knowingly inflict harm on anyone? What is it, Nino? Absolutely not. And that's how I know I am of the what they call the light, because I would never want to use my powers to harm anyone. And do you call that magic, powers, gifts, whatever? Yeah. Do I feel like I have the ability? Do I have the abilities of both? Absolutely. Do I know how to use them yet? Not yet. Not yet, but I know that I have them, and I know that having them comes great responsibility. So in my own elementary, just crawling out the crib, understanding of me knowing that I have these powers, what about all these beings that have been here for millennia? Which brings to mind this whole thing about the Masons, the Templars, and the voodoo priest, and all the stuff. This magic history is just infused with magic and spells. And then when you get to the latter days, it is demonized, and don't do that, and it's horrible, and it's bad. And why? And it brings to mind again that, again, we are entering the age of Aquarius, the age of enlightening. Everything done in the dark will come to light. And they're doing everything that they can to try and not let us awaken. And they do that with magic, spells. They keep telling you over and over again certain things, repeating things. Notice how Trump does things. He says a lot of things in 3 times, because 3 times is the charm, right? Mm-hmm. Definitely something going on with that. Anyway, let me pop in here. I think I saw some more folks pop in, and I don't want to get too far ahead and then have to say hi to everybody along the long lines there. Okay, Cynthia. Yes, you believe it's all staged too. Yes, ma'am. Again, that's what I say. Don't be scared. Remember who and what we are, sovereign free spirit beings. We already have eternal life. But still get your beans and rice, because the reality that we're on right now is we're here now. Do what you can, but don't be scared, guys. Don't be scared. Biden gave Putin a slap on the hand. I felt my spirit that they all talk behind the scenes and plan. You do this. I say that. Yep. I agree. I agree. Matter of fact, I was watching a video the other night that uh, pretty much said that Biden was put in office specifically at this time to cause the conflict or to allow the conflict to occur on his watch. That is your job. That's what you do. That is your administration. That is your job. The one and only thing. Whose video was that? It was on Rex Bears last night, matter of fact. I need to put that in there. I'm bad about going back, but while I'm saying it, guys, go and check that out. It was the last one done by Leak Project. Rex Bear, the last guest that he had on. It was like last night. Rex does 50 million of them. But anyway, look the last maybe 3 or 4 and see if you can scan through it. They're all great, but check through there. But the guest that he had on spoke about this particular subject. Fascinating. Go check him out, okay? Kimberly, hi, darling. Good to see you. I'm more concerned now about food shortages and the power grid being hit. Yeah, it's coming because what they're talking. This is what they were saying. They said that if Russia invades Ukraine and the United States does all of their sanctions or whatever, what Russia's going to do is do a cyber attack. How is that going to look? I don't know. Are they going to hit the grid? Are they going to, if they hit the grid, everything shuts down. Everything shuts down if they hit that grid. Think about it. I mean, the truckers are protesting right now, but if Russia decided to do whatever they do up there with their satellites and they take out the power grid or those satellites or whatever, those trucks, everything is electronic now. Everything shuts down. So only thing that you will have to eat is what's in your house. So yeah. Good point, Cynthia Bell. And the preppers have been talking about that for years. For years. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who used to look at the preppers and say, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. They're not looking so crazy anymore. Now, do I feel bad for some of the folks? Now, I remember people that it was 1999 or yeah, that 201, whatever was that one? It was in 1999. The world was going to end. The world was going to end. And I remember this lady, she had a whole master bedroom stockpiled thick with food, beans, rice, all kinds of canned chicken. And she was a gardener and she canned and that lady passed away a few years ago. I don't know whatever happened to all that food, but that was what, 22 years ago? Yeah. So hopefully, I won't be sitting here with these beans and rice for 22 years because they're not going to taste so good then. But actually, they're up there for they will be good for 25 years. So if we did that long, then the food would still be good. But anyway, it's kind of sad though that she did all of that work and I don't know whatever happened to it. That was a tangent. Anyway. There's a truck convoy crossing the U.S. heading to Washington, D.C. now. Yes, ma'am. I just saw that before I came on. They're already in D.C., a city on the outskirts. Yeah. It's going to be interesting how that turns out because when Trudeau reached out to Biden to ask him for advice of what to do about the truckers there, you know what Biden told him, huh? He told them martial law. Freeze their accounts and do, all of that stuff. Could that be coming here? I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. But again, what is occurring right now is because it is being, if we feel like we're being held down or our freedoms taken away, who's allowing it? And I know this sounds political, and I struggle with this because depending on which dimension Monica's in, You know, part of me is like, you know, this is just a school, and just sit back and relax and let things play out. But then, okay, what if this is part of the school, that you're here? What if we are our own saviors? I believe that now. But what if that was the mindset of every human being on the earth? We are our own saviors. We are sovereign, free spirit beings. And this handful of families, entities, 1%, whatever you want to call them, again, here's the table, guys. Give a hint. Here's the table. And this is all of us on our hands and knees with our backs to the table. And all the fat cats, the elite, whatever you want to call them, all at the top. And they're sitting there smoking their cigars and having their caviar and eating little children, whatever they do. When all we have to do, instead of us sitting there moaning and groaning and crying and say, oh, the government, oh, they do this, and oh, look what they did to the, oh, all we have to do is stand up. And if we all stand up, what happens? That table flips the hell over. No bullets were fired by simply saying, no, I don't want to participate in this anymore. Now, in order to be able to do that, it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough for a lot, because a lot of people can't say, I give up, I'm not doing it, because they're so attached to the system. And that's what they want. They want us totally attached to this system, that we can't breathe without them. That's how they keep us in control. When the simple solution would be for the collective to say, no, I'm not going to do it anymore. And the ones that maybe are not able to say no, maybe the stronger ones maybe can be there to say, okay, I got you. I can help this many. Come on. That's just another scenario of kind of how I think possibly this may pan out. Let me go back in here again. Yes. Yeah, it was on the news today, darling. Hello, Chief Willie Hare. Let's see, Kimberly. Hi, Kimberly. Let's see. I saw it on Raven Wolf's channel today. They are in New Mexico, I-40. Thank you for that, Kimberly. I saw something too. So that I heard that it was two different convoys, two different ones coming. I think one's coming from Canada, or going that direction, and then from the, I guess from the West Coast, possibly. I may be wrong, but I understand that it's two convoys that's supposed to meet at Washington. And have you guys heard on the news how they're preparing? They've already got they, I don't want to say deployed, but they have like military there surrounding the area. They've built barriers and things like that, and they're setting, traffic barriers up to keep the truckers out of certain areas and things like that. So it's going to be interesting to see how all this unfolds. Cynthia says, I think the enemy sends people to trip you up when you are on the right path. And I totally believe that, Cynthia. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because this last 6 years, since that awakening, I call my come to Jesus moment, when I actually heard that voice that told me, don't you doubt me no more, which I will not. But again, that's another story. I don't think he's God and all that. Not kind of like a God like me, but yeah, this last 6 years has been a huge spiritual awakening for me. And again, I've been on all kinds of different trails. On my journey of getting to the point that I'm getting here, I might have to get off here because I think my son needs help um, with the tire out there. So I'm going to have to cut this short, guys. Another day on the homestead. Let me just say hi to you guys. But please go and check that video out, please. And see, I think that's the enemy right now. Actually, what's happening? Let me just tell you exactly what's happening right now. The pitiful Jeep that I got left with as my transportation because of the whole situation with the whole car wreck and everything, and the funds from the insurance claim being wrongfully withheld from me. I wasn't able to get a decent vehicle. Didn't. Long story short, so it's just been one thing after another. My son got the huge what do you call it, contract, building these homes, and his van broke down. Finally got his business going. The van broke down. He couldn't get to work, so I had to pack all of his equipment in my halfway pitiful little Jeep for him to get to work. Anyway, now his business is closed down because he couldn't find anybody to work. It's just been one thing after another thing after another thing. And he's out there right now. The lugs have broke off on the wheel of the car. He's trying to fix it out. There's ice on the ground. And I just heard him say, this is so unfair. Not to me, but I just hearing, how frustrating this is. And it has been nonstop. I would say for the last 6 years, but in particular, this last year, it has intensified with like one thing after another thing after another thing that's challenging me and those close around me into this negative, sad point. And I am damn determined not to let it occur, not to let it occur. So staying at high love vibration. And it looks like he's calmed down. He's walking it off over there. So let me just say hi to you guys real quick. And then I'm going to go out there. I can't do nothing, but I'm going to suit up and put my gloves on and bring him some cocoa or something. And you guys in here, send those positive love vibrations, healing vibrations. Just send some positive and tell all the evil people who mean me harm for whatever reason, back off. Back off. Be nice. Don't make me bring out my oh goodness. Kimberly says, I do believe we attract. Yeah. And I was saying that too because a lot of the things that's happened to me over the last year, I've really had to step back and say, what am I doing? Why does the same scenario keep coming back to me? Am I attracting this type of people to me? And what does that say about me? Am I supposed to fix them, or does it mean that I'm broke? What's going on? But it's to the point where I recognize that something is wrong, or I don't want to say wrong. Something is bringing my attention that I need to focus on this. And there's a situation that I'm going to have to deal with that keeps popping up on my screen. Something that I'm going to have to deal with that in my core that tells me it's time for me to stand in my own power. For so many years, I was told what to do, how to do it, how to say it, how to feel. And even if my gut told me a situation was wrong, to stuff it and just let it go and just go with the program, I can't do it anymore. I have to be my authentic self. And my core tells me if something doesn't feel right to me, I'm going to say it and I'm going to be heard. Absolutely. I will not be walked over at all. And that's a huge growth for me, because Monica was the one that would say, it's okay. I understand. Yeah. I don't want to cause everything is fine. I don't want to cause any waves. Everything is fine. Yeah. But inside I'm seething. I can't do that anymore. That's not good for Monica. No. Even a small point of light is seen in the dark. So if you carry that light, you'll be target for the nefarious ones. Now, I hadn't thought about that. I hadn't thought about that. Lily, darkness is going darkness is going to use whatever way they can to throw us off path to being grounded on holding light for others to awaken. Absolutely, absolutely. And Lily, I know you've been chicken about coming on here, but I'm gonna put you on the spot, Lily. Now you don't have to come on with your beautiful face, but I'd sure like you to pop in and share your thoughts uh, with us. I'd love to hear you directly. So pop in and just do your little avatar. I'd love for you to come on. Come on, Lily, you can do it. See, hold on. Let me put on my very this is a piece that my dear friend, and I love this. I actually like put this on my I guess you call it your my altar. Let's see if I can get it on. But I don't know if you guys can see this, but check this out. And that, oh, I can't do it right. Hold on. You see all my ugly old neck. Let me try it again. Hold on. Can you see? There we go. Isn't that beautiful? I just love it. It's a very special piece to me. Yeah. So come on, Lily. If you don't, I'll forgive you, my sister. But I want you to come on. Allison says, when a surgeon operated, when a surgeon operated, once the skin is pulled back, he can't tell if they're black or white. Beauty is skin deep. Huh, I didn't know that. As is skin color. We all bleed red. Is that a fact, Allison? When the skin is, oh, I see what you're saying. You so I got it. It had to click in my head. So it's only skin deep. It's just this first little layer. First little layer. Yeah. Aquila. I'm living in my magic. I love it. I love it. I love it. We need our magic. Absolutely. We need to know how to do spells and how to manipulate energies for our own good. Absolutely. Now, 6 years ago, if you would have said that, Aaliyah, I would say, if you don't get your demonized self out of my chat room talking about putting some hoodoo spells and stuff, ignorance. And when I said that, it says, my people will perish for their lack of knowledge. That's what kind of just popped into my head right now. So yes, we have these abilities. We need to learn how to harness these energies and how to use crystal magic. Learn how to use our stones. Learn how to use vibrational energies. Learn how to harness energy. Absolutely. And it's all part of the magic. They want you to fear magic, though we are magic. We are awakening. Absolutely. Feral girl, sweetheart, I love you. Oh, let's see. Words and thoughts can be magic also. I was thinking of what black dark magic is. I classify that as doing harm to an innocent person. Magic can be or for protection or some good outcome. I totally agree with that. And see, like these nefarious ones, that's what they're using. They're using black magic and they're doing it to harm us. That's why they want to keep that magic knowledge away from us. Demonize this. So we will stay ignorant to the fact of the powers that we already possess. Yeah. Y2K. That's it. That's definitely it. Thank you, Cynthia. Yeah. And actually, grandma is the one that actually started me prepping. I didn't start, 21 years ago, but the thought was planted in my head back then by her. And actually, come to think of it, she said what's happening right now. I remember having conversations with her that what's happening now was going to happen, and it's happening. Just thought about that. Grandma. Um, a doctor in Russia and Ukraine have high levels of C19. What happened to the, wow. Yeah, and Mr. Gates said that he said there's going to be another deadly virus, one like you have never seen before. Again, how did he know that? We know how he knows that. Excuse me. Cyber, but Putin threatened nuclear. Yeah. Yep. And see, again, thank you for bringing that out, Joe Kick. Pre-planned. And I'm thinking prophecy is scripted prophecy. And we're seeing it playing out before our eyes. There will be wars and rumors of wars and earthquakes in one place of another, and volcanoes and no natural affection and just chaos and craziness. It's kind of happening right now. To me, it kind of sounds like the perfect setup for also an alien invasion. All these sightings and things they're said they're seeing. The world is going crazy. Every country is at each other's throats. People are fighting in the streets for food because of food shortages. The grid gets shut down. Da, 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 da. And then what happens? Da, 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 da. The Galactic Federation comes from the sky. Let us help you. Could it be someone really trying to come and intervene on our behalf? Could be in one dimension. Or it could be some aliens that come in like V and say, we're coming to help you. And then later on, they help us and do all kinds of wonderful things. And later on, we find out that we have us over for dinner, but we're the dinner. So, yeah, something's out there. But there's a possibility if they threaten nuclear, the aliens can, or the extraterrestrials can say, enough, basta. We have to intervene now because you fools gonna kill yourself and us too. You're gonna disrupt the whole world, the whole galaxy, the whole universe, and beyond, to infinity and beyond. So no, we're not gonna let y'all do this. So there's gonna be alien invasions all over the place. Could that be where man's hearts will fade out of fear of stuff they see? Because we don't know what these beings look like. They may look like us, or they may look like turtle people, you know. A former Homeland Security chief, Mr. Johnson, said that Putin seems unstable. This was a crazier than usual move for him. Yeah. Wow. Thanks, Pharaoh Gal. You just got over, okay, without hospitalization. We can do this. We are goddesses. We can move mountains. Move that mountain. Move that mountain, girl. Move that mountain. I'm so glad that you're okay and you made it through this. You know what to do. You know what to do. Sending all the love vibrations and healing thoughts, whatever we can send to you, girl. Absolutely. The live stream tells, Milk, your camera is blocked. Okay, we'll play with it later, Lily. But I've got to get you on. Learn how to use herbs to heal. Absolutely. Yeah. I've been actually using turmeric every single day. I was trying to drink it, but I have a hard time swallowing it in liquid form. But I love it on my eggs, so I go heavy-handed when I do my breakfast in the morning. So I've been doing it every single morning, getting turmeric into my body and other herbs that help with inflammation and all that. But absolutely, use herbs to heal for sure. Okay, we'll do, Lily. Learn how to, yes, with our stones. Absolutely. 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 And that's, I mentioned that before too. I feel like a pull to do, I guess, energy work, healing. I just feel a pull for that. And I need to learn to harness that energy. So what I'm drawn to is crystal work, touch, touch work, um, as well as frequency, like tuning forks and tones and bells. And actually, I I'm trying to do stuff. Let me show you guys this real quick. I found you remember my little finger knacker things, when I'm a belly dancer. But what I did is I had some leather string, or yeah, twine, and I put them, kind of tied them together like this, so I can. I like that. I like the way it sounds. Yeah. All right. All right, I'm gonna have to go right now. He needs help right now. Anyway, staying at high love vibration, guys. I love you. Um, don't be scared, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. Call me Lily.